World War II wasn't just fought on land, it was fought in the seas as well. Let's look at the 5 greatest admirals whose naval brilliance changed the course of history and helped win the most devastating conflict the world has ever seen. 1. Admiral Chester W. Nimitz, USA. As Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Pacific Fleet, Nimitz led the charge in the Pacific War after Pearl Harbor. His most brilliant moment came during the Battle of Midway in 1942, where he executed a surprise attack on the Japanese fleet, sinking 4 carriers in a decisive victory. Nimitz's foresight and calm leadership under pressure were key in turning the tide of the Pacific War, helping the U.S. regain the upper hand. Number 2. Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto, Japan. Yamamoto was behind the devastating attack on Pearl Harbor, but his most notable achievements were his ability to plan large-scale naval operations. He orchestrated the Battle of the Coral Sea, the first major air and sea battle in history. Though Japan initially seemed unstoppable, Yamamoto grew frustrated with Japan's military strategy. In 1943, his plane was shot down, marking a major blow to Japan's hopes of winning the war. Number 3. Admiral Ernest J. King, USA. As Chief of Naval Operations, King transformed the U.S. Navy into a powerful force capable of fighting on 2 fronts, the Pacific and the Atlantic. His strategy focused on disrupting German U-boats in the Atlantic and pushing back against Japanese forces in the Pacific. King's aggressive tactics helped ensure the Allies' naval superiority, and his coordination with other military leaders helped make the U.S. a dominant force in both oceans. Number 4. Admiral Louis Mountbatten, Britain. Mountbatten played a pivotal role in the Battle of the Atlantic, ensuring Britain's vital supply lines remained open despite the threat of German submarines. His leadership helped the Allies regain control of the seas, and he also helped lead the British efforts to liberate Burma from Japan. His adaptability and diplomatic skills were as important as his naval strategy, earning him a lasting legacy in both military and political circles. Number 5. Admiral Karl Donitz, Germany. Donitz was a mastermind of submarine warfare, creating the Wolf Pack tactics that made German U-boats terrifying opponents in the Atlantic. He almost starved Britain into submission, but as the war dragged on, his submarines couldn't hold back the Allied forces. Though Donitz became the head of Nazi Germany after Hitler's death, his naval strategies, especially in the Battle of the Atlantic, were among the most effective of the war. These 5 admirals were instrumental in the naval battles that defined World War II. Whether it was Nimitz's brilliance at Midway, Yamamoto's audacity in the Pacific, or Donitz's terrifying U-boats, they each shaped the course of history in their own way. Their leadership continues to be studied by military strategists around the world. Which admiral do you think had the biggest impact on the outcome of World War II? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating history content.